voice here. I want to show you a tree that I call the Soulmate Tree. And the reason I call it the Soulmate Tree is it reminds me of soulmates in as much that there's two parts of the tree that you see from the very root that start, but it actually is, it's like two trees in one, and that's what I believe soulmates are like, because they both share their energy and they have different paths that they live their life, but they also do things together and they're united. So I'm going to show you this soulmate tree, and I just think it's very interesting. When I saw it, I just thought, yeah, you're the soulmate tree. And it looks like it's got really deep roots that go into the earth, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. I love this kind of tree. I love the white bark that is on the outside. It's just like, it's very beautiful, I think, the white bark. It's not like some of the trees that have a thick bark. It's very finite and beautiful in how it works. So as we look at the tree, you can see what I'm talking about. See how it's almost like two trees, but yet it's joined at the roots, just like soulmates are. You can see how it's just at the bottom of the tree. You can see it goes up, and look at how it's two beautiful trees at the top. But look at how it goes down to the one foundation of the tree. I wanted to do a longer version of the soulmate tree. I've gone in and done some preparation on the image, making it have a little bit more of an illustration feel to it. And we're going to put some dark area down in the bottom here, where we're going to put some roots in. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me grab a paintbrush. This wet acrylic might be nice. Let's see what we can do with that. We're just going to fill this area in here. This is where the roots are going to go. So we just want to make a nice area for it to go. Put a little on the outside to make like a nice blend coming in like that, right? Okay, so that's right underneath here. Okay, we always work in the layers. Makes it easier to do stuff. We just gotta make sure, okay, I wanted to make sure my microphone was on. I don't want to be talking nowhere. So we're gonna go in here. And for the roots, let's pick kind of a gold color, but I'm going to get a brush here. I've got some nice, we don't want a regular, we want a light pen type thing. So that looks like an interesting one, or even maybe even this one. So we're going to go down starting with the root, and I'm going to make it a little bit more expressive. So we're going to start putting some roots down underneath the tree. Okay, so I'm just going down in here. These are the main roots here from the tree. And you have your roots that are coming out from it like that. Okay, we're just putting in a little, remember Bob Ross, how he used to, I loved how he used to paint, and he would make it look like the elements on the page that he painted were like living And in a way, isn't that a beautiful way of looking at life? So now we've got the roots that we put in here. Now we'll go up to a new layer. Now the important thing is let's see, I want to get a different brush, I think, for this area. Okay, we're going to get just the regular paint like we had, and we're going to make it so it's a little bit transparent. And for the male, we're going to put blue, kind of a blue color, and that's this right over here. So I'm going to go in and paint this, so I want it to be a little bit diluted. Picking a smaller brush. Okay, so that's the male. And then we're going to put the female next to it, and we're going to make it be kind of a green color. Close to nature type thing, right? Okay, and then they blend together down here. So now what I'm going to do is, see, we can go in and we can, hold on, I want to make this so I can see what I'm doing, so I've got to put it over here. We're going to go in and we're going to change, these are the controls of the layers, so see how we can make it so it changes the look of the tree. Let's go down and look at these and see if these are better. Yeah, I kind of like that one. That screen is always a good one to use for something like this. So let me create another layer here because I want to talk to you about concepts. And I love imagery for doing things like this, don't you? So we're just going in here. I don't want it to be too thick, and I want it to be solid. So the way that these two things go together, so you have your two sides, and there's a blending between here, a beautiful blending. So the way I see it is the male and the female have their own things that they do, but they also have a sharing. So let's put some of that sharing in there. Okay, so the male is blue, so we're going to put the sharing up like this. And then we're going to put the female sharing over here like this. So they come between each other. So each of them have their own things that they have to do, their own path, but they also they have this sharing, and it also happens down in here. So the roots, because that's the foundation, and that includes the subconscious and the higher self and all the parts, the subconscious of the person. And these two things blend together down in here. Isn't that beautiful? How that just all works together. So that's what this whole video I did on the other short is about. So I'm going to put the other video, and it broke it down into things like the female having creativity, but really, it can be either way. What it is each person has their strengths and their weaknesses, and the beautiful thing about it is they can share. Okay, so let's zoom in so we can see a little bit more detail of what we've got here. So we have on the right, we have the male and the female on the left, and then we have the roots that we painted in on the bottom. So now I'm going to open up the chart that we can look at that I created for the other video. Okay, so now this is what, when I worked with AI, this is what it came up with, and it's really similar to what we did, but we'll go ahead and go with its interpretation. So I talked to you about how each side brings something to the soulmate union that the other doesn't have. So in this case, we have the female having more stronger intuition, and she's got nurturing instincts, so she may have more of a love or affinity for babies and stuff than the male does, but both of them working together, it creates a bond that it works. And she likes to visit with friends and stuff, and the male may be more into himself, more solo. And she, in this particular example, is creative. And over on the male side, he's logical, he's protective of her, he makes sure that, that she's safe, and he likes to take her out to do things, walks and different things, so they both keep active and enjoy each other's company. He takes her out to nice dinners every week on Fridays, and when she has problems, he's rational. He helps her with her problems and helps her to see things from a different angle. So it's that comparative logic and different way of looking at things that the other person offers. And it's not just him. She does the same thing for him. Maybe he's having a problem at work with his boss, and she is able to help him to be able to see what her perspective is on it. So through the two of them, she is not only doing her things on her path and him on his path, but they're able to do this creative union that makes it work. And he's very focused on his work life, and he also likes anything like working on projects, maybe fixing things on his workbench and stuff. She's not into doing that stuff, but when the vacuum stops working and it needs a new cord or something, he's all over fixing that. So there's just that, again, that cohesive relationship that they both have. So that was what I saw when I saw the soulmate tree. I saw all this supplemental information underneath when I looked at that tree, and I thought, you're the soulmate tree. Wow, there's a lot of information that you're giving me right there in that beautiful way that you hold yourself. So anyway, I hope that you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you on the next one.